Hey, it's Jennifer Sparks with some more tips and tricks around the Disney Magic Kingdom resorts. We're going to be showing you today how I got there and how I got from resort to resort. So hang with me. We're going to be going first to the Contemporary Resort right by Magic Kingdom. The Contemporary has been here since my first visit, I think in 1976. It's like, original staple resort. It was super contemporary at the time. I personally drove my car and parked at the Contemporary Resort because I had breakfast reservations at the California Grill. Yeah, I know. They usually don't serve breakfast, but the Wave was closed. So they were serving breakfast up there, the Wave breakfast at the California Grill. You take an elevator from the ground floor all the way to the top floor, and this is the view that you get when you eat at the California Grill. It is beautiful. I'm gonna take you for a little peek outside here so you can check out the view from the top of the Contemporary. If this is a place that you're thinking about staying, it's awesome. It's a walk to the Magic Kingdom, which is a very, very good park. You see Space Mountain right here on the right-hand side. Now we're gonna jump on the monorail. Typically, I would go to Polynesian first, but they were doing work there, so the monorail was not working for getting on or off at the Polynesian at the time of my visit. So we're gonna be going to the Grand Floridian next. For those of you that don't know, all the resorts that are on the Disney monorail line are all around Seven Seas Lagoon. It's a man-made lake made by Walt Disney World. And here's the monorail now. Today we are on the resort line, which stops at all three resorts, the Contemporary, the Polynesian, and the Disney's Grand Floridian Resort. It also stops at Magic Kingdom, and it also stops at the Disney's Ticket and Transportation Center. So if you're going to Magic Kingdom, that's where you're going to be parking. The monorail is not the only transportation. There are also boats and buses. We're going to be seeing more of that later. Stay tuned. There's going to be a lot of information in this video. We're going to be passing the Polynesian Resort right now. Beautiful, beautiful place. I love it. We're going to go take a little tour of that later. But first, we're going to hit the Grand Floridian. As you can see, the Grand Floridian is marvelous in architecture. It's 1920s themed. It's got a Victorian flair. It's got the grand atrium. And it also has the Beauty and the Beast bar, the Enchanted Rose. This is a new addition. It's a beautiful bar. It's really cool to check out. It's a nice way to come check out the resort. You could come and sip on a cocktail. I mean, they're not cheap, the cocktails, but hey, it's about the atmosphere. Like the Contemporary and the Polynesian, the Grand Floridian has a wonderful view of the fireworks. You don't even have to leave the place. There's all these amazing places to sit, all the bars like I spoke of before, restaurants. They have a quick serve restaurant. It's a really good choice if you have it in your budget. It is one of the pricier places to stay, but if you really want to be near Magic Kingdom and you want a gorgeous place to stay in, it's great. I love it here. It's definitely one of my favorite lobbies. I love to just chill out over there and just listen to the music. They have, pianists that play. Sometimes they have an orchestra. They have this place basin with the most wonderful smelling bath products. Really cool stores. We're going to take you through a little walk through the gift shop. And then I'm going to show you how we got to the Polynesian. And stay tuned. We're also going to be checking out Wilderness Lodge and how we got there. The details in this place are amazing. The rugs, I just always flabbergasted how beautiful they are. The staircases are amazing. This is a great place to do your Christmas card pictures, engagement photos. I've seen wedding parties on these staircases. This is a big place for weddings. They have a chapel right on site. So for those Disney couples that just can't get enough of Disney World and want to have a Disney wedding, this is where a lot of it takes place. And see the rugs. I mean, how adorable, really. See, they have the piano down here. This is the ground floor lobby. It's just beautiful. I sound like I'm very partial to the Grand Floridian. I'm really not. I have just spent a lot of time here. I brought my kids here a lot when they were small. They were like, into the princesses and, they had the princess, breakfast here. 1900 Park Fair. They still do that, I believe. I know they closed it with the COVID, but I think that might be open again, where you can meet Cinderella, and they had Alice in Wonderland tea parties here. I called it at the time Princess Training, but it was really Disney Training because the two of them, my two daughters, ended up going to the Disney College program. All right, I have to check out this couch here. I mean, this was so super comfortable. Like, yeah, hello. I could just sit here all day long, all day. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to finish our tour and I'm going to show you how I got to the Polynesian. Over here on the left, we have the very famous Grand Floridian Cafe, which serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's a sit down and it's a very Victorian themed. It's really beautiful. And over here, it's one of the many pools, and there's the wedding chapel right there. We are now walking to the Polynesian. Yes, folks, we didn't even need any transportation. You could easily walk to the Polynesian from the Grand Floridian. Along the way, you'll find the spa, which you can see right here. And look here's the monorail going by. The monorail to the Polynesian from the Grand Floridian is usually an option, but as I said before, the station at the Polynesian was closed because they were remodeling. So walking was the next best thing, and I highly recommend it. Even if it's not, if you can walk over there, walk. The walk is beautiful. It's maybe like a 10-minute walk. The Polynesian is home to Ohana, which is one of Disney's very popular restaurants. They serve breakfast. It used to be a Lilo and Stitch breakfast. I'm not sure if they're doing characters at the moment. You could also find Disney's famous Dole Whip here. Everybody likes Dole Whip. They even have one that you can get a little rum in it for, you adventurous adults there. All right, we're walking through a little bit through the gift shop at the moment. Also, they have a luau. It's a ticketed event. I think they do it twice a week, where they have fire dancers and all kinds of fun stuff. Very islandy, very Polynesian. Now we're going to take a little peek into Trader Sam's. We did not have a reservation. You do not make reservations. It's first come, first serve. We kind of got there when it opened, and there already was a huge line when we got there. So, word of advice, if you're going to go check out Trader Sam's, get there super early. Be one of the people that get a table, because we walked up to the bar and we got a drink and there was nowhere to sit. So it was kind of like an uncomfortable situation for, a very expensive drink. So would I go back again? Probably, but I would probably get there either later or earlier, not show up when it opened at 4 o'clock. Okay, now I'm going to take you for a little walk around the Polynesian Resort. This right here being the lobby. After this, we're going to go outside and check out the pool and the pool bar and the lagoon. This over here is where the monorail stop usually is. And after that, we're going to get on the boats and we're going to go over to the Magic Kingdom, and then we're going to pick up a boat to go to the 4th hotel I want to show you, resort. It's called the Wilderness Lodge. Beautiful place. Stick with me. Don't go anywhere. You got to see this place. Have I confused you so far? Let me know in the comments below which place you would want to stay at, or if you have stayed at these places, let me know about your experiences. I would love to hear from you. I don't typically stay at Disney resorts. I stay mostly at timeshares, the Marriotts, the Westgates, the Diamond Resorts. I'm always in Orlando. I'm always filming something. But today I wanted to show you around how it all started with my obsession with Disney World. Okay, a little peek over here at Ohana, and I believe this is called the Outer Ridge, or Outer Rim, I think it's called. Really good pineapple rum drinks. I give it to you in a pineapple. I wish I had videos of that at the moment, but I don't. A little look at Kona Cafe. This place is pretty popular. Serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Hello. And then over there's a coffee place on the end over there. Hello. Everybody's so friendly. I love Disney World. The crowds were minimal this day. It was in the afternoon. It wasn't like dinner time. It's in September. If you don't like crowds, September is a great time to come. Another one of my favorite times to come is after Thanksgiving, but not quite towards Christmas. Like the first 2 weeks of December, everything's decorated for Christmas. The weather's perfect and the crowds are good. Everybody seems to go Thanksgiving, Christmas, worst times to go if you don't want to be around crowds. But hey, that's when kids are off and people are off from work. So they have to go then. But if you have a choice, and you want to go for Christmas, you want to see Christmas lights, don't go for Christmas. Go before Christmas. It's just such a much more pleasant experience. You won't be in line the entire time. Okay, as I'm off on my Christmas tangent over here, we're missing the pool. The pool here is beautiful, and they have a really nice little pool bar I'm going to show you.
Oh, yeah.
I know this goes against what most people feel, but I took my kids out of school for a week, every year to go to Disney. It was usually September or early December. December was my favorite for theme parks. September still could be pretty hot. Okay, time for a rum cocktail. With that being said, September can be super hot for the theme park, but it's also awesome for the pool. So if you guys are like people that want to be in the pool all the time, September is probably better because December could be chilly. You know, I remember the kids putting jackets on them to go to the theme park in December. Also, I want to add rain. A lot of rain, May through September. I don't know where all these birds are going. They don't even need to take the monorail to get anywhere. They got it made. They get to hang out at Disney World as much as they want for free. I hope you're enjoying the tour. Next, we're going to be finding the boat, and we're going to take the boat, like I said before, over to the Magic Kingdom, which you get on another boat that will take you to the Wilderness Lodge. Stay tuned. If you haven't seen Wilderness Lodge, it's a really, really cool resort. It's a little further from Wilderness Lodge. You can get to the Magic Kingdom by boat only and bus. There is no monorail. And if you take a look to the right of the flagpole, those are the DVC, the Disney Vacation Club's little huts over at the Polynesian. I love watching families walking to the Magic Kingdom. It's so exciting. The little kids are always so thrilled. And then when they're leaving, they're all so exhausted. Parents are carrying the kids. It's such a fun day. All right, now we're waiting for the boat at Magic Kingdom. This one right here, that's going to be taking us to the Wilderness Lodge. I believe waiting for the boat was longer than the boat ride. It was about a 10-minute ride to get to the Wilderness Lodge. Not to be confused with the Wilderness Campground. That's been there since the 70s, I believe. Going past the Contemporary Resort, that's where my car still is. I have to get over there and retrieve my car. All right, we're at Wilderness Lodge now. Wilderness Lodge is a very desirable place to stay. It's a little newer, a little bit less pricey. It's still expensive, but it's not like, you know, as expensive as the other three that I had just showed you. It's a little further with the boat ride, but it's not on the monorail, as I said before. We're going to check out Geyser Point. This is a place that you could sit. It's a very cool place right on the lake. It's got beers and cocktails and appetizers, burgers, that kind of fare. We didn't have any reservations and there was no seating, so we sat at the bar and we had a beer. It was super hot this day. It had to be at this point like 95 degrees. I'm going to take you inside for the little tour of this place. It is grand and big, and it's got the fireplaces, though I didn't quite appreciate it on this 95-degree day, but it's super nice to see. It's very cozy. For those of you not familiar with Florida heat, it is different. There is a difference between like going to Las Vegas and it could be 110, and when you're in Florida and it's 80 and it's humid, you could be like sweating, like every inch of you is sweating. It's an unusual heat. I'm used to it because I live on the East Coast in Connecticut. We have that kind of heat here too. But if you're from like California and you're not familiar with the heat index, it's very hot and very sticky. Gift shop here as I'm looking for a phone charger for my phone because my battery is dying, as it is right now as I'm editing this video. Such modern problems. Hello. So happy I got the charger. Yes, it's great. At the Disney parks and the resorts, they have a machine that you could get rechargeable chargers. It's $30 to buy, and when the battery dies or is close to being dead, you go to one of the machines and you drop it in the machine and out pops a fully charged one. It's genius. It's so awesome. You never have to worry about having a dead battery because there really is nowhere to charge your phones in Disney World at all. And take lots of pictures and videos. The kids love them. Like I took a ton of videos when my kids were little and they love watching them back now. And look at these chairs. After a long, hard day at Disney World, you can relax in those little massage chairs. They got it all covered. I mean, this place is awesome. If you haven't been to Disney World before, you got to do it. If your budget allows you to stay in one of these fabulous deluxe places, even better. Okay, now we made our way in front of Wilderness Lodge, where we're going to find the buses that are going to take us back to the Magic Kingdom, where from there, we're going to walk to the Contemporary to go find my car that I parked there several hours ago. If you're still with me, you rock. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it informational in some way. If you did, if you could please subscribe to my channel and like this video, that would be awesome. This is your host, Jennifer Sparks. Safe travels to you.